Hello, and welcome to Anatomy and Physiology 1. My name is Jennifer Harrell, and I'm going to be your lecture instructor for this semester. And as you may have guessed, this is an internet course, and I'm not actually in Wichita Falls. I actually live in Austin, and I've been working for Vernon College for several years, and so they asked me to do some internet A&P for them this summer. Okay, so um, these videos are intended to orient you to the class and to give you an idea of what's expected and what my general policies are, and also to go over the website that I've set up so that you kind of know what you need to do to get started and what you need to submit, etc. Okay, so this class is Anatomy and Physiology 1. We will be studying the human body, um, which should be really interesting to you, hopefully so. And I hope that you guys are ready for a very rapid summer semester and a very challenging summer semester, but hopefully also very interesting. Okay, so first off, this is an internet course. You will be using the computer quite a bit. There aren't going to be formal lectures associated with the course. I have lectures prepared, but they're not in person. I don't have videos of them. They are PowerPoint presentations, and so those will be available to you on the website, and you can print those out and look at them. So what that means is that I will be available to you to some degree through email, okay, and through our website, but I'm not going to be in person to assist you, although your lab instructors will be. And I will be very available via the internet, okay? It also means that you're going to be doing the majority of the learning on your own, outside of class. You will meet for lab sessions when you'll do some hands-on activities, but you're going to be doing the reading, the homework. You'll be doing that on your own outside of class. So the short of it is, this class is going to take quite a bit of your time, especially since it's a summer class, and you need to be prepared to be challenged. Okay, it's going to take a big chunk of your time to get this class done, just because of the amount of material that we cover. A summer class is not pared down. Basically, we take a normal 16-week class and we cram it into about a third of the amount of time, 5.5 weeks. And you're going to be expected to do the same amount and level of work as in a regular fall or spring semester. So I'm not telling you this to scare you. I don't want you to run out of here and drop the class or anything. But I just want you to be prepared mentally for when this begins to get a little bit quick and begins to get a little bit tough. But I have the greatest confidence that all of you are capable of doing this work and are capable of learning this material. So be prepared, stick with me, and we're going to zoom through this semester and get it on done so you can move on to the next thing. Okay? So I do have a few tips for you as to how to succeed in this class. Of course, the first most important thing is come to class, come to the assigned lab sections, and be prepared with your materials then. It's also going to be important that you set aside enough time for studying. It's going to take you quite a bit. I've said that 3 times already, I think. But be prepared. Also, your mental state is going to either help you or hinder you quite a bit in this class. Again, it's going to be rapid and it's going to be challenging. So just kind of set your mind on the fact that it is going to be that way. You aren't being picked on. The system isn't beating you up or beating you down, okay? Kind of set those bad attitudes aside. It's also important that you not spend so much time focusing on grades as material, because when you focus on just your grades, and when you focus on things like failure, I'm going to fail, I'm not succeeding, that sort of thing, that actually takes your energy away from focusing on the material and learning, and it puts it all into this stress hormone induced, it puts you in a really bad state of mind, and you really can't learn effectively when you're in that kind of a state of mind. So I want you to set all of that aside if you can. I want you to focus on the material. You're okay, it's just a class, okay? And we're just going to focus on the material and learn a ton and truck on through this, okay? It's also important that you give yourself not only adequate time to study, but give yourself breaks while you're doing this. A lot of students like to set aside, I'm going to put aside 5 hours to study and I'm just going to study straight through. Okay, that kind of a technique usually doesn't work. And the reason is, a couple of reasons. One, your brain can absorb for 5 hours at a time. It just really can't. It's going to only retain about 5% of what you presented at any given time. So break up that 5 hours into smaller, steady chunks and give yourself breaks, okay? Give yourself adequate sleep and give yourself breaks so that your brain can function and can absorb that material. Also remember, when you study, repetition, repetition, repetition. We learn by repetition. So don't plan to study everything the night before in one big chunk. Do it in small chunks and study it as many times as you can before the test, because we learn by repetition. And that's going to shift it from your short-term memory into your long-term memory, so you'll actually retain something from the class, and so it'll be more worthwhile to you. Okay, so repetition, give yourself breaks, cut yourself a break too. Don't stress yourself out so much about passing and failing in grades. Just focus on the material. Focus on learning the material. Okay? And I know that you will at least try to do those things, but I know it's difficult too. Okay? So that's my basic recipe for how to succeed in the class. Oh, also do all of the assignments and get the assignments in on time. It's always recommended. Okay? In the next video, we are going to talk about the internet site that I've set up, the website, which is coursecompass.com, how to get registered, and kind of how to use the website. So please tune in for that, and I'll see you in the next video.